So what are 5 things you do for fun?
My life is so based around hockey. Like I'm always at the rink. I'm pretty much live there. I'm addicted to the Oilers, going to watch the games. Yeah, so much hockey stuff. Even though I don't like play as competitive anymore, I still play. I play on 6 different teams this year. Like I'm playing Fort McMurray with the Braves. I'm playing on 3 different men's teams in Edmonton. I'm playing a competitive team in Bonnyville that plays in the senior AAA league in Alberta. And then all the volunteer work and then the coaching I do is like, I'm at the rink.
Okay, so side hockey, what's another thing you're passionate about?
Business is a big thing. Philanthropy is a big thing for me as well. Everything for me always relates back to the family. So you're just seeing how hard it was for my mom, David, my late father, stepmom, to do what they did and to build business in Fort McMurray in the oil sands. Just the drive that they had, it just became very instilled in my blood. I give them credit every day for making me who I am.
Do you like to travel? Where are some of the places you've traveled to?
I lived in Germany, did the whole Europe travel, lived in Sweden, did the whole Nordic kind of traveling and stuff, and did the Iceland, New Zealand. I haven't gone to Australia before, which is a big one for me.
What was Sweden like?
Not so much a culture shock as Germany was, but very health, wellness orientated, which I was very surprised.
Lots of saunas and...
Yes, ice bath, sauna, they're very healthy diet. Go on a bag of chips and read all the ingredients that are just sea salt potatoes, things you can read.
It's so hard to eat healthy in McMurray. It really is, because one, the time, I'm always go to grab something. But 2, I think there's a lot of misconceptions on what's actually healthy. And I think the Europeans have more of a lock on that.
So I did a year of business when I played college hockey. I'd like to finish my bachelor's business management, but then also get into more philanthropy. There's schools that offer a lot more courses on it now, and it's kind of a lot more popular. And I've been seeing a lot of stuff like that. And I do so much work with Boucher Family Foundation and community investment stuff. So it's always been like a goal of mine to get more knowledge on it.
Give me an example of where you feel like you've made an impact on a personal scale that you consider good philanthropy.
Personally too is a big advocacy for just Indigenous culture and Indigenous communities as well. Like Fort McMurray, they get a lot of heat because they're a very wealthy reserve, but yet look where they are, they're right in the oil sand. What's never talked about is the reserves that are isolated, don't have fresh running water, have a lot of problems that you wouldn't think Canada would have these days. And they should be one of the first things thought about is
how to fix that. Yeah, so I thought about that too. It's like, how do you go and help get the basics, give everyone similar opportunities, right? Talk a little bit about your mom. So she's recently got the Order of Canada.
Yeah.
That's pretty big. Both your parents, 2 dynamic parents. Tell me what that's like.
Yeah, even from when they first collaborated and made Boucher, started it from the ground up. For years, my mom would tell me that she'd go into an office setting where it was mostly male dominated, obviously in the oil sands, and people would be talking to Dave over her, even though she's the one doing all the work in the back, where Dave is just running the dozer, running the equipment, and getting all the actual work done, where she was doing all the filing, taxes, everything to do with the computer, everything. She was kind of feeling like, guys, I'm right here, and realized that she needed to elevate herself and start making herself more of a presence in those rooms. Then soon people didn't think of it as just, oh, this is Dave Boucher's company. It's Dave and Nicole. The brains is my mom, the brawn is David, and the brains and the brawn came together so cohesively and made such a great company that was so diverse and so well constructed.
Multiple layers, yeah. I think they complement each other very, very much, and I think that's important. I think we're headed to actually a proper pendulum swing where it would be center now, where people get opportunities based on their merit and get respected, not disrespected because of their gender. I think that's a shift that's been good. And my final question is, what's your favorite thing about Mackay, Fort McMurray, and Alberta? 3 favorite things.
Like I said, I traveled around a lot. I've worked in other places around Alberta, especially playing too, hockey and whatnot. And even coming back and playing today, the sense of community is so much more tightly knit up here. Seeing people, whether it's I'm seeing them at Mac Island when I'm going to work out or play hockey, out and about around the streets and people are waving me down, or I'm seeing someone I remember and stuff. Even though it's growing a lot, it still has those roots and still very connected and just community orientated.
What do you like about Canada and Alberta? Because you've been everywhere, you've traveled quite a bit, right?
I've heard a lot of stuff lately, especially being in Edmonton, because the capital and stuff, the whole Alberta's gonna be part of the state soon and all that stuff. I just find it so weird because, you grew up here, you live here, you've worked here, you've done everything here, and then I go to BC and people are like, oh, you're from Alberta, like, are you guys gonna be coming to the States soon, or what's going on? I'm like, no, we're just, regular, a lot of blue collar, I guess, but I mean, now we've got that kind of stigma to Alberta where it's
Well, part of the problem is we send so much taxes to Quebec and Ontario through transfer payments. So there's sort of where it lies now, where you're having kind of a conversation. It's like, well, is Alberta truly better off being part of Canada or the States? I don't believe we're going to separate. But at the same time, one of the things I think we've not done properly is marketed ourselves. What would you say about someone who's young and they might not come from the best place? They want to get into hockey. They want you inspire them. They like an opportunity to play the game and get ahead. What would you tell that person?
The game is so big now. So if you want to get involved, don't give up on what you want. Yeah, don't give up on yourself. Ask questions, find a mentor, find someone who will support your decisions, find like-minded people, finding someone who is going to help grow your game or even just teach you the basics. It's very accessible these days.
I believe hockey saves lives. I really believe that. I do. And I think if someone can get involved and it gives them an opportunity. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.